how would we confirm whether certain events or what have you happened or didn't happen? Like,
good point.
What is the difference between a book that is not true and a book that is true? How do we go about distinguishing two?
How do we know that a given event in the Bible actually happened?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Did the flood, Noah's Ark, that whole account, most people know about that. Did it happen? Is it true? And part of that study talks about things like that, meaning how do we say the Bible's events are true? What backs those up?
Right.
Is it Bible? Is it history? Facts in history? Is it faith? What is it? I see what you're saying. Yeah, and then, you're taking a neutral approach, saying I've got no skin in the game.
Right.
I'm just wanting to know how you got here.
Doing all right, how are you?
On a warm, sunny day.
Yeah, it's about to get a lot hotter, so.
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it?
Yeah. Find family happiness.
We offer free Bible literature for those that are interested in Bible teachings. As you can see, most of this focuses on family.
Okay.
Family Happiness. It's a real fine book, and if you'd like to read it, I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
That would interest you. Shows different aspects of family life.
All right.
And in particular, each individual in the family, and how the Bible points to really how that should work.
Okay.
So it's Bible based. It's not a self-help book per se.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so.
I'm actually out here doing short interviews with people, and I just had an idea. This might be actually a good topic.
Typically, we don't do interviews. We just typically don't.
Okay.
But
so, like, I guess what I was thinking of would be, is the I guess the title would be something like, "Is the Bible the best way to find happiness within a family?" or something like that.
Yeah, that book would cover that very well.
Okay.
We've offered it actually for several years, and you may want to look that over. But we're Jehovah's Witnesses. I guess that's pretty obvious. And also,
I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yeah.
All
also,
right.
too, JW.org, obviously a website, has even more information. Has all of this in digital format, along with some videos. All of it's free. There's no sign up or passwords or anything like that.
Okay.
So you can just go there and help yourself. And I'm not sure if that book has the QR code on the back.
Let's see.
No, I guess it doesn't. But let me get something that does, that would save you a lot of trouble. I think. Yeah. That one has a QR code on the back. You can just take that.
Okay. So, like, would there be, if I had some questions about the book, like, who would I reach out to? Do I just go to the website, or?
Yeah, that would be just perfect.
And there'd be someone to, like, email or whatnot?
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a contact us link. And they will definitely answer your question.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so help yourself. What kind of work are you doing? What kind of piece of journalism?
It's actually, it's called something. It's called Street Epistemology. And so what I do is I have short talks with people, and it's pretty fun because they get to pick the topic.
Oh.
And what I do is I ask questions I ask them to pick a conclusion or pick a stance they have or a belief they have. Like, this would be something that we can talk about. And what I do is I ask questions to uncover not only what it is they're concluding or believing, but why, and more importantly, how. How did they come to their conclusions?
How did you get from A to B, right?
Yeah.
How did
so
you
like
arrive at that point?
Their method.
Yeah.
And usually the talks can go from anywhere from like 10 minutes to an hour. It just depends on how much they want to talk.
Sure.
And a lot of the times people leave with a better understanding of not only why they believe something, but like how reliable their method is that they used.
I see.
So
interesting. Well, it sounds like a lot of work on your part.
Oh yeah. Well, it's actually not. I can do. It's easier for me if I know nothing about it.
I suppose, and it's kind of open slate in a certain sense.
Yeah. So my position is like, I stay neutral. I'm not necessarily. It's not like a debate or
it's
an argument.
Con thing.
It's just tell me how you got there,
and then the guy wants to know, right?
Yeah. But I do have one aim, and that is. Let me see if I can block that light. No, I can't. I'm not tall enough.
I'll get a little bit. There we go.
But my aim is to help people reflect on how they came to their conclusions, and then if they find that their method isn't as reliable, maybe they can then find more reliable ways.
I see.
So, like, for example, I guess the easiest way to think about it would be like, I believe X, and the reason why they believe X and how they arrived there would be like, because my teacher taught me that.
I went through several classes or something.
Right.
Yes.
And so then the question would be, can people be taught things that are not true from the teachers?
Could they be relying on something that's just not true?
Right.
Yeah.
And so what is a better way to help us be more confident that our conclusions is correct? What other method can we use?
Sure.
How can we?
It's reliable.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
What Jehovah's Witnesses do, we preach. We do. In fact, we conduct Bible studies. In fact, I'll give you this book too. You might like. What can the Bible teach us? And this is if you will, an A to Z.
Okay.
That we help students learn the Bible. So you were talking about a methodology. Well, who's God? The Bible, a book. Who is Jesus? You get the idea.
Yeah.
And let's leave it with you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and look it over, but
that's a methodology. That's in concert with the Bible. This is a Bible teaching aid. The Bible's the gold standard for us.
Okay. Yeah. So this, I don't necessarily get into the who is this and what is that.
Yeah,
it's more about how.
Know how we got here.
How? Yeah. Like, so the question I would ask in this case would be like, what is it about the Bible that relates to true things? Like, can something in the Bible be untrue?
So
is that possible?
It's a premise. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, how would we confirm whether certain events or what have you happened or didn't happen? Like,
good point.
What is the difference between a book that is not true and a book that is true? How do we go about distinguishing two?
How do we know that a given event in the Bible actually happened?
Right.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Did the flood, Noah's Ark, that whole account? Most people know about that. Did it happen? Is it true? And part of that study talks about things like that, meaning how do we say the Bible's events are true? What backs those up?
Right.
Is it Bible? Is it history? Facts in history? Is it faith? What is it? Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, and then you're taking a neutral approach, saying I've got no skin in the game.
Right.
I'm just wanting to know how you got here.
Right. Yeah. And then another question I would ask would probably be like, okay, so we have multiple, what do you call it? Sacred text, I guess you would call it. If we have multiple sacred texts, from a different religion, and how do we determine which one is most likely true?
Yeah.
Or could both be true?
It's good. It's a good argument.
Yeah.
This church says such and such is okay based on the Bible. This says such and such is not okay.
Right.
Based on the Bible. Now, which is true?
Yeah.
Or are either true?
I guess that would be or should be fairly easy, because the source would be the Bible, and you can just read it and figure it out.
Well, Bible says, sorry, you're wrong.
Right. But like, if we were to compare, let's say, the Bible versus let me see if I can remember it, like the
Quran or the Book of Mormon, maybe, or
the Hindu book. I think it's called, I'm going to mispronounce this, Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, you're way over my head on that one.
So like, if this book says this is how the world was created, and that book says this is how the world was created,
which is it?
How could we ever conclude or be confident
Yeah.
which one is true.
How do we convince me, right? Yeah, convince me, one way or the other. Good point. Yeah. Is this like a college exercise or?
No, it's like a hobby of mine.
Oh, okay.
I have a YouTube channel where I upload these discussions, and
that's interesting. You probably get a lot of viewers, I'm going to guess.
yeah, it's all right. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
It's not like I can put in my 2 weeks notice or anything.
Got to keep the day job, right? Yeah.
But yeah, it can range from anything. It could be like political stances. It could be self-improvement.
Sure.
Like, for example, I talked with this woman about experience is the best teacher, and that was her belief.
Okay.
And we went about how that was to be true.
Okay.
So
it's an interesting premise.
In fact, I think this method of discussing things with people might be something that you could be interested, or you would be interested in, because it's like, it's not a debate, it's not confrontational, it's just kind of reflecting on how we come to our conclusions, and
just how people arrive at whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. That sounds interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, gosh, right. And what's the name of your website?
I got a card right here. I don't have a website per se, but I do have a YouTube channel, which is called Deep Discussions. And then there's my email address if anyone wants to reach out.
Take a look. Sounds interesting.
All right, man.
All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank
I hope
you.
you enjoy the literature.
All right.
Thank you.